Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my friend's makeup. Her name is Miriam and she's a super shy person. This is her first time glamming, so let's get to it. I'm going to be using the Lavida Deep Cleansing Micellar Water. You can see, I'm showing you guys, she's like so lost. Like, what are you doing on my face? What are you planning to do? And I just told her to shut her eyes, adjusted her cap out so I could wipe her face. And you can see me just doing that. You guys, Miriam doesn't like makeup. I wasn't, I didn't even, in short, she thought she was coming to bake for me. She's a baker, by the way. I just told her, let me just quickly glam her. And I'm using the milk of magnesia to work in as a primer. Yeah, because she's very oily. Like I know that she's very, very oily. You can see she has a very large eyelid space, and I love that's the reason I wanted to make her up so bad. In short, I've been telling her to come and do her makeup for a while, and you know. So I'm using this Adventure Super Stay Foundation. You guys, I just started using this foundation, and I am in love, absolute love of my life. The consistency of this foundation is everything. And I asked her to lift her face, and I started blending it in. Please, when you apply foundation, make sure you blend it, let it enter the skin. When you put, if a foundation is someone's shade, if you put too much of it, it changes from being their shade to something bright. You can see I started working it very well into her skin and it blended properly into her skin. When you're working on someone's skin, please ensure you take your time to blend, 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 blend. And that's it. You're going to tell them to raise their face up, give them that blend. And you can see I'm not dragging that makeup. I'm tapping and pressing it into her skin. Let it sink into her pores and all that. She has never had this on her face. She has never been pampered like this. So I was so excited to pamper her. I just wanted to change her looks. She's a sweet girl. She's a nice person. And she deserves some pampering. And I am here to pamper your skin. So yeah, slide into my DM and book. This is after laying her foundation. You can see she's looking lost. Like, what are you trying to do on my face again? I'm going in with the Elsa's Pro Concealer Palette. I'm just going to be applying that color on her under eye, nose, cubic bow, jaw, and her forehead. Yeah, these are the places lights will normally hit on the face. And in order for her to look tired, you need to lift the eyes up. I see she's very like she's trying to accept the fact that you mean I'm seated here doing this makeup. You guys, in her brain, she's just calculating like, should I turn back? Should I tell her to just stop? But she couldn't tell me to stop. She was enjoying it. You guys, so just doing the thing I know how to do best, and with time, all I want to advise you guys is that when you are doing your makeup, patience is key. If you're not patient, you won't have time to blend. You need to blend everything to sink in. And don't use force. Everything you're doing, use light hands. If you want to use light hand, you can see I'm holding the middle part of that brush. You can see that the more forward your hands is towards the brush, the harder it gets. If you notice, I'm holding this particular brush now by the tip because I have less control of it. It makes me not to put too much pressure on it. And if you notice the way I'm blending, I asked her to lift her face up so I could see what I'm doing. Take your time and do it. Blend the edges before you get to the middle. The edges first, then the middle. When you blend the edges first, oh, so tired. When you blend the edges first, it helps you have less product on the brush already before you now blend the inside. When you blend the inside, now you have a lot of product on your brush and you don't want it to move around. But we're using this cream based concealer. I like the consistency of this concealer because it's not too watery that it is going to be runny. I hope you guys understand. So I went in with a lighter shade to just pop the eyes more. I liked it like this, but I'm like, oh, let me just go brighter a bit. And that was what I was just doing, trying to brighten her face. Another backstory: Miriam took care of my baby girl when she was a baby. So she's really a very close friend, family friend, let me say that. She's really a close family friend. She's a sweetheart, you guys. She's a sweetheart. That's it. She's really a sweetheart. And I'm like, okay, what can I do to appreciate her that she will like have the copy of it for a very, very long time? I'm like, okay, let me just do this glam and have it on my page, you know. You see, she's going through a lot. She's not used to all these things. She's like, oh, I have to look up for a while. Her eyes were teary. So in order to work that, I got tissue. I just put it at the tip of her eyes to drag out the excess water so it doesn't ruin my concealer, because I was trying to be fast so I don't inconvenience her as well. And applying my blush, you guys know, defining that, giving that face color. I liked the feature of her face for some reasons. She had that eyelid space, she had that brows, she had that lips that you just want to play with. Things like that. I like to work with any face feature. Like it doesn't matter whether you have a small eye, a large eye. I love to work with features. So I'm just contouring her nose to make it appear more smaller and pointed. So in other words, you're going to contour that into the brows on both sides. You see, it makes it look pointed. And in the case where your client is not giving you the proper listing, you can use your hand to lift their face up, or you can ask them to raise their chin. All is just for you to be able to achieve that goal. And you can see the result of the nose. And I'm just applying powder, face powder on her face. Obviously, I'm blocking one of my light because I have to stand and face the model. So here is applying powder. Guys, you're going to enjoy this look. So I said I should do her brows. And you guys know, since she's not a makeup person, there's no point carving her brows. So we work with what we see. And here, I was just tracing that and avoiding. I was just going to trace this like the way I trace a normal brow. But when I was going to fill it in, I'm going to use more concealer to cover the hairs, you know. That's what I was working towards. Please, when you are doing your brows, make sure you have patience. You need patience. You might not get it at first like this, but continuous practice and patience. And when you are doing this, use a light hand. I'm always going to advise I use a light hand. So you just brush the hair so that you be sure that I blend it properly. I'm just applying my concealer, cleaning the brows. If you've not watched my brow tutorial, you need to go back to my previous videos and check. I'm extending that to her eyelid. Like I said, not too harsh makeup. I'm trying to do a soft look for her. Since this is her first time, I'm using the Issa and those eyeshadow palette. And I'm also going to be using this eyeshadow from the Jacqueline Hill Morphe X Jacqueline Hill. And this is how it is. I'm going in with the dark shade and just working everything. You just watch as I do it. Notice the way I'm holding my brushes at the tip and at the middle. That way you're not pressing her eye. You can see she's not showing any sign of pain or anything because I'm not pressing that brush into her face or her eyes. I'm going in with a darker shade to blend the outer corner to give depth to the eyes and definition. So I'm going to just extend the color in a bit and blend, blend, blend. The key is to blend. You can see blending with a clear brush, a clean and clear brush, no product on. And I'm just blending. You can see how relaxed she is. And then I'm just going to apply this rose gold. And the shade of rose gold that this is really a bronzy type. You can see it's not too loud. That's the essence of the look. For one that has not or that has never worn makeup before, you need to be careful how you apply products on their face so they fall in love with the process. You know, when they start experimenting, they may decide to start experimenting with colors. But because this is their first time, I'm going to give them the benefit of enjoying their natural colors, you know. So I'm just going to line her eyes like you can see me do. I think I also have this video of how to line your eyes. I'm doing her waterline. I'm trying not to stress her as well while doing this. And she's trying her best not to cry as well, like, oh God, this woman, you know. I'm going to be showing some of her reaction. That eyeliner so it becomes very sharp and clean. Blending, you know, everything you do, blending is key. And you have to be smart about it and then setting it with powder. And that's it though. Now I'm not going to do the lower lash line. I'm using this green shade that is very beautiful. This is just so her eyes will just come out. I need that popping eye, but in a very subtle way. If you feel me. Since I don't have like dramatic colors on her lid, so you know, let's go dramatic underneath. And you can see it's not too loud. Goes in with the tone of person she is. And I'm cleaning off the excess powder. And see, I sprayed her face. She was like, "Oh God, this woman leave me." I'm like, okay, let me just go in with just regular brown shade for her lips. And that's what I'm doing. Working that brown. You guys, I'm taking my time to explain this because in sometimes to come I won't be making as long videos as this, and I just want to just show you guys tip of the iceberg, you know, and disappear. That's it. So you can see how I'm taking my time. Please don't use the wand from the lipstick directly on your client's lips. Please don't do that. These brushes that you use, this particular brush you see me use, I wash it per client. That's what you should be using. Something you sanitize often. Don't go in with the wand from the lipstick except it is your personal one. If it's not your personal one, please don't do that. Consider other people that are going to use it as well. So I used that brown all over her lip. I just wanted to see how it comes together on her face. When I applied it, I stepped back a bit and observed her lips. And I'm like, okay, let's add something bright a bit into it. And you can see she still looks very dull. I'm like, no, let's brighten the lips a bit. And I added this baby pink lipstick and I told her to pout. And then after pouting for a bit, I tried to blend it. And this is it. And I said to apply gloss. Because why not gloss? The weather is harsh right now. It's dry, so you need to gloss your lips so that your lips don't start breaking and you say, oh, I did my makeup and it broke. No, honey, you didn't apply gloss. So that's what I did here. Just apply gloss all over. You can see what I'm using to apply my gloss. The underneath of my brush. Please don't go in directly with the wand if it is not your personal lip gloss. Please. And just took a color, a shade from the eyeshadow, the Jacqueline eyeshadow, to give her glow, that highlight. You can see now. Honestly, I'm loving this looks. Yeah, giving her that her nose now. Let it glue to the world. She's a very quiet person, honestly. And her brow bone, I'm lifting this her brow bone for her a bit. I just want to do everything because it's her first time. I want her to love the art of makeup. I was checking if I didn't stain her lips, things like that. And we decided to move to Gilly. You guys, I wasn't doing the Gilly tutorial here because she's not, her hair is not supposed to be out. So I skipped some part, you know, showing you guys some parts. And that's how we ended up doing it. Doing my pleating, doing my V. If you guys want to see this tutorial on how to do this particular scarf Gilly I did on her head, please just say it in the comment and it is done. Yeah, I had to go to her back. You guys ignore my mood. This is the mood of work. This is my work mode, and I just wrapped something simple that you just get pictures and that's it. You guys should ignore my looks, like I said. And I was wrapping the back, making it neat, so she looks very presentable. And see Miriam is cool boy. See babe, see how beautiful it is. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.